Greetings, my friends. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 9 of the Tales of Buffy Project Zomboid, which originally streamed live on Twitch. Alright, I think I have most, if not all, the leather strips that I need already. Cool. You're learning all the tips? Yeah, tailoring is a really, really powerful tool because you can become a lot tankier. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be a lot better. So here we are. We've got add a leather strip. So this is 2 scratch, 1 bite for each piece, and then as I level up, it will error 1. The hell? As I level up, it will increase the amount of protection. Not all armor can be improved, so like my helmet, I can't sew leather into. Shoes, you can't sew leather into, and then certain types of clothing, like fireman's clothing, you can't modify, or bulletproof vests, you can't modify. It has to be made of cloth, leather, denim, for you to be able to sew into it. And this is a good way to level up my tailoring skill. Now, if I really wanted to level up and grind my tailoring skill, the best way to do it is to sew in garbage into this armor, and then to take it out and sew it back and take it out and rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That would be the ultimate way to grind. But I'm not actually just trying to grind my tailoring skill right now. I'm actually just trying to improve the armor so that it's improved. Here, I could just do add padding to all. Does the blood on my clothing matter? So, sort of. If I get injured, I think it increases the chance of infection. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's the case. So if you look at my protection here, I am increasing it by like 1 or 2% per sewing here. So you can see the benefits on the protection tab. If you don't have a protection tab when you're playing Project Zomboid, you are not on the latest patch, because I believe this is exclusive to the latest patch. So, 83 scratch protection for upper torso is pretty good. That's pretty high protection, all things considered. Now, my neck is seriously exposed. And I only have a scarf. I have a clip-on tie. Well, I can't modify the clip-on tie. I thought I had a scarf on, but I guess I don't even have a scarf. So it's just the duster I'm wearing that is offering that kind of protection. So another thing that would be helpful for me to find is a motorcycle helmet, because they cover your neck at 100%. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to lower your risk by having the most protection possible. Oh, and I'm out of leather. Or what did I just hit? Oh, whoops. No, I'm out of thread? No, I just stopped randomly. I have leather and thread. Alright, so let's go through the clothing. Denim shirt is done. Hoodie done. Jeans are not done. Hood up and hood down doesn't make any difference. You'd think it would, but it doesn't. Okay, I am now out of thread. So let's be you know what? It's too late. I'm gonna go to sleep. I was gonna go out there and rip some zombie clothes for thread, but I'll do that tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm gonna go to the bookstore tomorrow. So the current priority, head to the bookstore. I gotta consult the map. I know, it's a little cheese. So the bookstore... Oh god, it's in the middle of town? It's dead smack in the middle of town. Okay, that's sketch. Operation Kebab. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I will be passing a hardware store on my way to the bookstore, so that could be interesting. I'm not going to continue tailoring, though. I'm going to call it quits. now. Okay, what am I eating? Let's have a burger. And I will thaw 2 apples for later. A burger at 8 in the morning. That sounds right. You always get sad when I say I gotta go? I'm not leaving you just yet. I still have hours yet to go. I'm not even at the halfway point. But I get it. We will be traveling to... How's that sound? A little bit less triggering. We will be traveling to the bookstore. Oh, already fresh. Wow, 1 bite. You're a monster! Buffy, you're a monster. Somebody's hitting up the Ihop, only place with burgers at 8 in the morning. I don't know, Denny's. Which is just another IHOP. Maybe Denny's doesn't even have burgers. I could be mistaken. Hey, you. This is my neighborhood. You are not allowed here. Get out. She is dressed classy. Which is strange considering how not classy the houses around here are. No bitey. Alright, so long blunt went up. I'm gonna take her long gloves. Obviously, leather gloves would be so much better than long gloves, but, because my gloves are providing me 1% bite protection. Kind of a joke. But yeah, I'll take them for later. And head back into town. I'm just going to be thorough and kill as many zombies as I can. Sounds like I'm revving the engine. Because I do intend to travel to Riverside frequently, so clearing out Riverside would be a benefit. You thought I was going to open the door and hit the zombie like State of Decay? That would be terrific if that was a thing. Now, you can leap out of a moving car, but I don't suggest that you do it. When you're driving, if you hold E as an echo, it will allow you to do that. It won't feel good. And I ate a burger an hour ago and I'm still hungry. Buffy, you gross. So I'm gonna stop to see if this fire truck is able to be used. And that guy has a bulletproof vest, which I'm gonna want. That's gonna improve my armor an amazing amount. Protection now, scratch 100% for upper and lower torso, and bites up to 61%. Right on. Okay, this thing's locked. Let me look under the hood. See if it looks mint condition. Oh my lord, is it mint condition? Is the engine sucky? No, it's not that loud. It's not as loud as the other one. The tires could need some air, but they're in pretty good condition. The battery is amazing. The fuel tank is full. Okay, well, as soon as I'm able to hotwire, coming back for that thing. It's possible that the keys are inside the gas station, or the police station. But not that likely. Why do I have a random vest? When did I loot a random vest? It also has a siren, yeah. But so does my fossil oil truck. They both have sirens. So this is the Spiffos. This was one of the buildings that I could make a home. Obviously, if I was to make this one a home, I'd need to be able to build my own staircase. Was I wearing the vest? Oh yeah, maybe I was wearing the vest for the bulletproof vest. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, the way to find vehicle keys, they can be on the ground around the vehicle, they can be on a zombie near the vehicle, or they can be on a house if the vehicle is parked at a house. You don't see that last scenario all that frequently, but it is technically it can happen. I'm not going to say it's likely, but I've seen it happen. I'm taking the very scenic route to the bookstore. Oh, she has like a something in... Oh, I think it's just a tear. Yeah, it was just a tear. Looked like a knife at first. Wow, that is one banging station wagon right there. Going to a building increases the odds for getting keys. So the way keys to a building works is any zombie that you kill inside a building has a chance to have keys to that building. So if you want keys to a specific building, just drag a whole bunch of zombies into the building and kill them. And when they die, they have a chance to spawn the keys. I'm checking the vehicles. Candy cane. Nothing like candy from a stranger's car. Okay, no keys. We have a sports tire in the trunk. So that's the same type of tires that the Corvette uses. It does not work for cars, no. It's only for houses. You can't get keys for a car by dragging zombies to it. Okay, I'll take that CD, but I might not want to listen to it. No keys in the car. No keys in the trunk. Okay, this one's locked, but it also looks terrible. This one's in good condition. It's locked. And a sports battery. Okay, so there's 2 sports parts in this parking lot. This has a trunk of 104. That's bigger than the fossil oil. It is locked, though. It also looks a little beat up. I'm checking to see if it's ever worth hot wiring. So it's just the hood that's beat up. The rest of the car is in pretty good condition. The engine is okay. The battery's in good condition. It's out of gas, but the gas tank is intact. And the tires are a little not great, but it's workable. That would be a good vehicle to hotwire as well for long distance hauling. It would be better than the fossil oil because it has more storage. So if you're wondering where we are now, this is the the U.S. mail office on my left, and on my right is the parts of the strip mall. I'm just having to clear out these zombies. I don't really want to kill them in the middle of the road, though, because I would just create things that would ruin my tires. Jerk Klassen, thank you for the follow. I'm trying to lure them out of the road. There we go. I've not heard a zombie say ouch. I don't think I'm gonna need beta blockers for this. It's not enough zombies. Hey, we got bullets and a gun. Painkillers. Not bad. There was one more over there, but I don't know where they went. They, like, wandered into the trees or something. Oh, boy, look at that. There's a box truck. I gotta check. Man, I'm never getting to this bookstore. But this is still valuable information. That was open. But, no keys so far. There was a bandage in there, though. Where does my name come from? Greek mythology. No bites. Bad zombie. There we go! Leather gloves! So much better than these dress gloves that I was using. So now my hand protection's up to 30%. I can bring that up to 32. A first aid kit with a lot of stuff in it and a tarp. What's in this first aid kit? I'll take all of that, thank you. Let's see if I can't place exactly where I am on the map. So, I believe hospital. So I think this is supposed to be the post office, this purple building. So I just cleared out this house here. What symbols have I been using? Oh, you know what? I haven't even established symbol. So let's establish a symbol of a red X for clear. Cool. It's the first time I've had to do that, or had the opportunity to do that. Now if I'm clearing the, you know, because I just mapped it, I might as well actually physically clear the house. Woo! Come on, game. Jesus. Oh, wow. That's kinky. Oh! Where were you keeping these cigarettes? I don't want to know, but now I've mixed them into my other cigarettes, so it's too late to, Anyone else's heart going a mile a minute? Alright, so they were in various states of undress. Making sure that I'm now home alone. And I am. Ah! Okay, that metal bar is ruined, but seeds. That's always good. And a pipe wrench. It's in rough condition, but it could make for a weapon in a pinch. Vitamins, always good. I'm going to keep them in my duffel on favorite, so that if I get tired while fighting, I could tap into these. Nope, don't do that. Ah, I just filled the bowl with water. I don't even know why I keep an empty bowl on me. Okay, we got oats and cereal. My Lucky Charms. Vinegar. Gonna ignore the dog food. I don't own a dog. I have a lot of water bottles, and that one's pretty empty, so I'm gonna ignore that one too. And then in the fridge and freezer, freezer's ice cream. And fridge has an apple and eggplant. Alright, what about the bookshelf? A radio. Electricity for beginners. Ding, ding, ding. I did need that. The electronics magazines, I'll just read now. And then Master First Aid. I've never, ever, ever read Master First Aid in all of my hours of playing Zomboid. I don't even think I've ever read Advanced First Aid, to be honest. I suppose if you're playing multiplayer, you might be able to level up First Aid more reasonably, but if you're playing single player, there's no way that you can level up First Aid and not die. Like, if you're getting scratched and bit to level up First Aid, I guess you could, like, run around the forest and trip and fall a lot, but at that point, it'd be like, why are you doing that to yourself? But yeah, I just marked it down. That's my first master book. And we have formally cleared that house. Oh, and I need to eat. How many hours do I have? Something like 500. Zinlin, thank you for the resub. You find foraging with your hands, you can get scratched? Yeah, I guess. I still have never, ever, ever gotten hurt enough to, like, significantly level up First Aid, and because the TV doesn't have any First Aid shows, maybe some of the DVDs and the like that you can loot has First Aid skill. Actually, I think... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I think one of them actually does. The USMC tape, I believe, trains your First Aid. So maybe it might be possible to level up. Did I read that magazine? Yeah. All right, so that magazine was for motion sensors. This one is for timers. And then this is for fishing rod. Yeah, I guess if you start off with, like, a whole bunch of medical skill, maybe you can get to master medical, but, like, it's not something that's worth doing in my mind. Come on. Almost done. Oh, getting drowsy. I made it about halfway. I'll fight on a little bit more. Maybe. Do I go through bushes often? I mean, I never, if I can help it. I avoid bushes like they're death, because I found them to be mostly death. You go wandering in a bush, you're probably gonna die. Hey, if that's your version of a good time, don't let me rain on your parade. All right, so I've emptied out my backpack. In my regular bag. Let me suck down some more vitamins. These 4 need to die. Have I chosen the main base location yet? I have. We're going to be basing up in the factory southwest of town, if possible. We still might do something else just because that's a really difficult building to base up in, whereas this U.S. Mail service building is obviously huge, flat roof, 2 stories. I mean, that one's pretty ideal too. The problem with the factory is, last time I drove by, it had probably in the order of hundreds of zombies in it, which is a little tricky to try to get rid of, so. My intention is to still live there, but realistically, we may not be able to. Before I keep driving too far, come on. I'm leaving a little note. Oh. That was not where I meant to leave the note. Whatever. So we're at the mail building, and on my right is a hardware store, and then like maybe 2 blocks up is the bookstore. And I'm coming back tomorrow, because I'm already tired, and there seems to be no shortage of biters up ahead. Have I done a playthrough where I stay in town? Yeah, I have. Well, not a playthrough. I have... Hey! What the... I have played where I don't leave town, but it was never recorded or anything like that. I've had a game where I never left Muldra. Oh, this is another cop. Maybe back up bulletproof vest. Wouldn't be so bad. Yep, that's indeed what we got. I'm not going to worry about a secondary location yet, because if you plan to fail, you will fail. You know, just focus on your priorities, and then if you have to, you can change the plan. But I'm not anywhere near that point yet. I'm not near the point where I think I can't. It might be challenging, but it's still possible. Still within a realm of plausible. Floor it. This thing really does get fast. And Project Zomboid does not like to pan the map quickly it gets all sorts of pissy when you do it. So I wish you could really take advantage of Speed Demon, but like honestly, the game engine can't handle it. So you'll never be able to go like top speed without having God mode on or something like that. Do I know about the OPTV? You mean as a barricade? Or something else? So I'm going to spend the remainder of today, the daylight hours, trying to get some thread. Yeah, if you look at the about command here, Mr. Texan, you'll see the part where I say, or at least I thought it was in there, no rules other than no exploits. Yeah. So I know that certain objects, like the composters or the TVs, cannot be broken by zombies, and therefore they make for perfect barricades, but I consider that an exploit, and I don't use it, because it's cheesy and lame, in my opinion. If you're a new player, okay, fine. I get that you might need every little bit of help that you can have. Now, one could make the same argument that rope ladders and living on a second story is kind of the same. And I'm not necessarily going to disagree with you, but at least that's like as intended, I feel like, in the game mechanics, whereas the unbreakable barricades, I don't think is intended. I mean, I could be wrong. I can't speak for the developers, but it doesn't seem like something they'd want to introduce. So I'm just shredding this clothing here to get some thread. It also levels up my tailoring a little bit as well. It's a good thing to do when you're tired, but there's still some daylight hours left. Because there's only so much reading that you can do before your character is bored. And then you can even combine spools of thread. I have no idea how she does this quick. But you don't get a ton of thread from this task. As you can see, I've only managed to get a spool and a half after shredding piles of clothing. Devs have known about the TV for a little bit now. I wouldn't be surprised if the unbreakable TV and the unbreakable composter, and if there's a few other objects that is unbreakable, I would not be surprised if that was removed in next patch. I mean, maybe it won't be, maybe I'm wrong, but I have a feeling like people that rely on that as a game mechanic will be in for a surprise when they wake up with a zombie to their throat because they thought they could stick a TV in front of the door. But yeah, they don't make changes quickly. That's true. This game is one of the slowest, I would argue. Well, I'm about to have my home surrounded by naked zombies. Or nearly naked zombies. You can't strip them all the way down. What does the green and long blunt skill mean? It means that that was the last thing to have leveled. So if you hear the level up noise, all you have to do is check your skills to know what last leveled up. Because sometimes it's hard to tell what leveled up. So that's just a nice little feature that they added in the current patch to show that what was last went ding. And then as soon as, when I hit tailoring level 1, you'll see that the tailoring 1 becomes green. Zifi, thanks for the resub. So, is this the Thunderstorm? It's almost getting dark where I'm going to head inside. This might be the start of the thunderstorm that was due. Oh, cheers to you. Oh, hold on. Gotta fix my coffee. Cheers. What will come first, PZ2 or Kenshi2? Kenshi2 by a long shot. As far as I know, there are no plans for PZ2, so the ETA on that is never, whereas Kenshi2 at least has an ETA. I have no idea what the ETA is, but yeah. As Jordan says, I think we need PZ1 first. This is PZ.5. We ain't there yet. Ooh, not my lighter. Okay, I got 2.5 spools of thread. That's not bad. I'm gonna head in because now I'm very tired, which means if I was to get jumped by zombies, I would not be able to fight. Oh, top of the hour. Let's see if we can get some radio. Thunderstorms, heavy rain. Yep, I'm aware. So I think most of the leather stripping is still in the car. Oh, I guess I missed the radio broadcast. That's too bad. Alright, I'm smoking one of the naked people smokes. Is this the Buffy PZ series? It is. I think I'm going to pivot to Electrical Beginners as my training book. I was reading First Aid, and I hated pretty hard on First Aid for pretty good reason. It is a worthless skill. Some of my books, to note, have not gone into my library because I'm out of library space. Oh yeah, here comes the thunder. Moving update? No, not yet. Probably not even in this stream. If I'm going to be, I'm going to predict. There's a lot left to do. Alright, let's go ahead and work the tailoring. I need to find my needle. This is not the way to do it. I feel like you should be able to use a suture needle as a tailoring needle. I mean, I get that each piece has their own use, but you obviously could do that in real life. Okay, so now that we have that, let's improve the clothing all the way. So the gloves first, because they are the worst off. So we're gonna get this up to 16 and 32. Not bad. The jacket's done. Long sleeve shirt is done. Socks are done. You can't do bulletproof vest. You can't do helmet. You can't do shoes. Ooh, I have a tank top on. I feel like a t-shirt would be better, but whatever. Alright, we are fully sewn. Oh, that creaking is creepy. Well, we didn't get all the way up to where we wanted to be. But I'll put the tailoring stuff in the bathroom. All right, electricity for beginners. Are my pants done? Yeah, my pants were done as well. Oh no, they weren't done. You're right. Thank you for that, Bonep. Or, GeForce. Let me finish that off. There we go. So my left shin, my feet are pretty easy to armor up later on because, there we go. I leveled up. Does that mean that it goes... No, I think it's every 2 levels you gain armor, right? Or is it every 1? Yeah, it's every 2. But, yeah, here's the... For instance, now Tailoring is green, as that is the most recent level up. I'll double check all the clothing once the radio broadcast is done. I'm just making sure that it doesn't say, like, power or water is being shut off imminent. Now let's go through everything. Make sure I didn't miss anything. So denim shirt, hoodie, jeans, gloves, leather jacket, long sleeve shirt, socks, and tank top. All tailored. That brings my armor up to 73 scratch for all my arms except for the hands, and then 100% scratch resist upper torso, lower torso, and head. My neck is remarkably exposed, but there's very little I could do about that, other than get a motorcycle helmet or something similar. So let's... No, don't sleep on the ground. Sit on the ground. I'll head to sleep now. Sly Raven, thank you for the sub. Not even a resub. First time sub, I can cheers that. Okay, quick question for you all. This will be a very short poll. Should I still make it my goal to head to the bookstore? Yes or no? You could vote while I whip myself up some breakfast. Oh, I'm pretty sure I unloaded my food and I wasn't really careful about where it went. So I think I have some perishables outside of the refrigerator. Let me double check. Cockroach, I guess I'll freeze. Ice cream's outside. Yeah, so I was right. In my haste, I did put some perishables where they do not belong. What I've got to say is the creaking noise that the storm is casting, super creepy. Dear Lord. Alright, I'm going to do an onion, leek, and potato stir fry. There, yeah, okay, I put the ice cream away. Good. You know, maybe not stir fry. Maybe I'll do a soup. Super stew. Stew. I keep thinking I'm hearing, like, random things outside, which is sketchy. Why am I freezing a cockroach? Because I want it later. Cockroaches are actually very handy in grinding experience. I know that sounds strange, but the way the experience for cooking works in Project Zomboid is you gain experience for every dish made. And if you cook a whole pile of cockroaches, you just get a lot of experience all at once. I mean, it sounds disgusting. It doesn't mean that you need to eat it or anything, but it does level you up pretty good. So I keep cockroaches, and I should do the same with mice, with rats, but I haven't been. But if I was smart, I would. I'm tapping up my beta blockers. I'll take 2 things of vitamins just because they don't weigh much and they could be really, really handy. You're rather partial to crickets in real life? I mean, cricket protein is definitely going to be a protein of the future that people will have to just get used to. Because it's very sustainable. You're Canadian, though. Isn't there like a well, no, that's a different part of Canada. Because there's a major cricket farm in Ontario, I think? But if I recall, you're the West Coast. I don't want to dox you, but... There are chips made of crickets that are pretty tasty. Yeah. I mean, once it's ground into a powder, surprisingly, there's a lot of cricket protein in dog food, too. Because it's totally safe. One of the huge benefits of cricket protein is it doesn't have zoonotic diseases. Right? Like, you're not going to get salmonella, you're not going to get mad cow, you're not going to get prions disease, you're not going to get a lot of those zoonotic diseases that can be transferred between animal and human. There just aren't a lot of diseases that can go from cricket to human. So, that's definitely a bit of a perk. Alright, 2 bowls. Build the pot. And then we'll get going. You guys want me to head to the bookstore, so I'm going to end that vote a little early. Hide that bad boy. And we'll be heading into town. So I have a few spare meals here that I can dip into. Alright. I'm as ready as I can be. I'm ready to get drenched. Project Deluge. Alright, I got the emergency broadcast on, seeing if it's gonna warn me about power or water. I might have you guys help me out reading the radio while I drive, so I don't hit everything on my way over. Thank you for tuning in to the Tales of Buffy Project Zomboid, which will regularly stream live on Twitch December 7th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. This series is a result of a poll, so I don't know when the next time I'll stream it, but if you want to be informed on when there's polls for more Project Zomboid, Discord is the place for your announcements, so Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord so that you can take part in the polls. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you for supporting the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, Zombie Slayers.